Hey there, Nancy Drew Clue
It's up to
crew.
you, Miss
My
Nancy
name is
Drew.
Michael Gray, and today I am playing Nancy Drew Mobile Mysteries: The Secret of Shadow Ranch. It's a Nancy Drew game for the iPhone, the iPod Touch, and the iPad. That's the version I'm using right here. So let's begin. My name is Michael, and done. Swipe page to begin. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. As I explore the mystery behind the strange occurrences here, you can choose the path our investigation takes. Over the course of 8 chapters, you'll learn about the secrets of the ranch and its curious residents. You'll also have a chance to find collectibles, race horses, unlock mini mysteries, and more. So put on your best 10-gallon hat and touch the Chapter 1 image to start. Good luck! Nancy Drew. Alrighty, let's get started. Touch an image to hear a sound or see an animation. Okay, like the car? Whoa, what's this? Touch a highlighted word to hear a sound, show a definition, or find a collectible. Okay, so touch the car. Okay, now I'm gonna touch the word Arizona, which is the 48th state in the United States. Okay, Bess Marvin, Nancy's best friend who has a habit of falling into holes. And George Fayne, Bess's cousin. George is short for Georgia. Oh, good. Now we know what George is short for. Chapter 1, The Night Whistler. Let me see if I can mess around with these. Yep. Okay, so I can make the text bigger so it's easier for you people at home to read. Let's do Georgia. Yeah, let's use the font which is named after Nancy's friend George. Nancy Drew rushes... No, Chapter 1, The Night Whistler. Nancy Drew rushes out of the airport and into the sunlight, brimming with excitement. Her best friends, Bess and George, have invited her to stay with them at their uncle's ranch. Storm clouds gather darkly in the distance, but for now the mountains glint in the Arizona sunlight. But before she can admire the scenery, an old pickup truck pulls into view and honks. A familiar face at the wheel. "Get in," Bess Marvin calls excitedly. "Quick, come on, let's go." "Don't mind her," says George Fayne. "She's just all worked up about today's cookout." "You bet I am," Bess affirms with a wide grin. "Now come on, Nancy, I've got a million things to show you back at the ranch." Am I really going to read this entire game out loud? This could take forever if I read everything. You know what? I think I'll keep reading. George and Bess are as different as cousins can possibly be. Bess is petite, slightly plump, and blonde, while George is tall, slim, and brunette. Yet they get along so well and enjoy each other's company so much that most people immediately assume they're sisters. Nancy hops into the trunk and joins her 2 friends. She pushes a wave of Titian blonde hair off of her forehead as she tosses her luggage in the back. Bess and George.
How's it going?
Hey, George.
How's it
How's
going?
it going?
How's it going?
Oh, hey, I found something. The cactus collectible. There are 7 collectibles in each chapter. Find all 7. "You'll get no objections from me," Nancy responds. "I can't wait to finally see this ranch I keep hearing about." Nancy watches the Arizona scenery fly past in a blur through the dusty windows and marvels at the size of the cactuses dotting the landscape. This is perfect, just like I pictured it back in River Heights, Nancy's hometown. I imagine the ranch must be packed this time of year. And then there was an awkward silence as Bess and George stopped talking. "What?" Nancy asked. "I know that look, George. What's going on?" "Well," George begins, "we're not sure." "She's not sure," Bess says, "but I am. Well, maybe not entirely, but I have narrowed it down." George rolls her eyes. "She's narrowed it down to a collection of half-baked theories." "All right, you two," Nancy says. "Spit it out. What's the deal?" "There's a ghost!" Bess blurts out. "At least one. I'm pretty sure about that." George lets out an exasperated sigh. "No, there isn't." George hesitates, unsure how to continue. "The thing is, some really creepy things have been going on these past few weeks." "Lots of creepy things," Bess chimes in. "Weird, spooky noises, lights turning on by themselves, people getting hurt. I'm pretty sure I heard Dirk Valentine's—" "Stop!" George cuts in, irritated. "Bess, I've heard you tell this story 50 times. That's 49 times too many." But it's true, Bess counters. It was late at night. Too many times, George asserts. Who's Dirk Valentine? Nancy asks. You'll find out, trust me, George said. But Dirk isn't the problem that worries me most. What could possibly be worse than Dirk Valentine? Bess asks. George shoots Bess a look, and Bess's expression falls. Oh, yeah, she says quietly. That. She opens the glove compartment and takes out what appears to be pieces of a torn-up letter. What is it? Nancy cautiously asks. George let out a sigh. Not sure. Uncle Ed got a letter last night. It made him really mad and he ripped it up. But then, a sudden gust of wind snatches up the pieces of the letter. The paper swirls through the cab of the truck. I thought they were driving a truck, not a cab. Okay, I'm confused now. The paper swirls, and the pieces of the paper go flying out the window, and all the scraps are on the road. So what do we do now? Do we help collect the pieces, or do we just continue driving to Shadow Ranch? I think I'm going to help collect the pieces because Nancy's a helpful person, and because it will give me a break from doing girl voices. Find the 10 scraps of paper in the picture. Okay. Alright, I'm just tapping on my screen. Pretty simple. Looks like I have 3 more. Okay, 1, 2. Where is that final scrap? There it is. No, that's it. Oh, you guys can't really see where I'm tapping, can you? Okay, I'm tapping on the screen, everybody. Okay, where is that final piece of paper? There is a skip button in case you want to skip it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yay! You found all of the hidden objects! Hooray! The 3 girls combine the pieces of paper and read the letter. Ed, sorry to hear your plumbing broke down. Such is life in the desert. It seems like luck isn't on your side. I also heard your vacancy rate is way high. That's strange, because I've been breaking records lately at my ranch. I've even had to turn down guests. I would have sent them your way, but I have a reputation to keep, and I can't send them to a ranch with so many problems. But tell you what, I'd be happy to take the ranch off your hands. I'll buy it off you for 50 cents on the dollar. Call me! Your neighbor, Sam Nash, Black Creek Ranch. George's expression darkens as she finishes reading the letter. No wonder Uncle Ed was so upset. I can't believe the nerve of this Nash guy. I'd really like to give him a piece of my mind. Who's Sam Nash? Nancy asks. A big bully, if you ask me, George grumbles. He owns the next ranch over. He thinks he can do whatever he wants, Bess adds, just because he's rich. I don't even know what he'd do if he got Shadow Ranch. Probably just ruin it. George nods in agreement. Come on, we should get going back. And I imagine if you said, no, I don't want to collect the pieces of the letter, you would end up right here in this portion of the book.